right, excellent. So today, you all are in second grade. Excellent. All right, take a look up here. What do you notice about this? Oh, I love the way all eyes are up here, up, almost all eyes, good.
You said put everything away, I put everything.
Well, you can just clear space, just a little bit to the side, perfect. So excellent, so eyes are up here. What do you notice about this visual? What do you notice? You can notice anything. Notice colors, notice words, notice how it's laid out. What do you notice? Catherine, what's one thing you notice?
Blocks.
Okay, excellent. So your blocks. So tell me what you notice about the blocks.
They're arranged in rows.
So like this is a row. Excellent, great. What's something else you notice? Great, Rachel.
Stacks of 10.
What? How do you know this? What do you mean?
Because I counted each block.
Tell me. So you went like this and you just went 1, 2.
Yeah.
So you noticed you counted 1. Do it with me.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10.
Excellent. So Rachel counted all of those. How many do you think are in this one, Lauren?
10.
How did you know that? Did you count one by one?
No.
Tell me.
It's the same length as the one below it that we just counted.
What does that mean, same length?
The same amount of cubes
Okay.
as the other one. So the one on the bottom's 10 that we counted, the one on top's gonna be 10.
How did you know? Tell me more of the same length. What does the length mean to you?
That length means 10 cubes.
Okay, and just by looking at it, you're noticing, I'm just wondering, the beginning and the end are at exactly the same point. Like if you made a tower, they'd be the same exact height, the same exact length. Excellent, great. What else? You're noticing a lot about, I hear there's cubes, the cubes together make a sort of a train of 10. What else do you notice? Great, Regina.
I noticed we had 40
What? What do you mean, where?
because there's 4 rows.
Where? In which?
D.
Indeed, excellent. So you're noticing, say that one more time.
I noticed 4 rows,
4 rows, and how many are in each row?
10.
Excellent. All right, great. So this is going to be a little bit of a puzzle. You all have just jumped right into the content. One thing also, you'll see, like Regina was saying, they're each in their own square, A, B, C, D. I'm curious, remember back when you used to watch Sesame Street, which one doesn't belong? So there's not one right answer here. You might have different answers. But which one do you think doesn't belong and why? Regina, keep going.
B, because it's less.
Stretch it. Tell me more. What do you mean?
Was 1 cube.
And so you're saying this one has 1 cube. Why doesn't it belong?
Because all the rest of them is like have 10. And C has really 21, but all of them compared have some kind of similarity to it.
Excellent. So this is the only one that has just 1 cube in it. Great. Who else? What's another one that doesn't belong? Allison.
C, because it has like an extra cube.
Talk more. What do you mean by extra cube?
They're all in rows of 10, like, or groups of 10, and then one extra is just one single point, not a whole 10.
Okay, so this one you're noticing whole 10, this one whole 10, but what about this guy?
Well, I thought I was going to answer B because.
Oh no, excellent point. I see what you're saying. It's not like B is still in the mix, but you would be saying C doesn't belong. All of these have something in common, but C is different. So it can still be C, but just try to include these others in your explanation.
So I would say C doesn't belong because either like A has the 10 blocks, D has only 10 blocks, and then B only has a whole block, but C has both of them.
Excellent. What a great explanation. That is great. All right. What do you think, Taylor?
I kind of think they all belong because they all have parts of each other. Either they have the groups of 10 or the separate one.
Okay. Excellent. I like the way you're noticing that so they all are sort of related.
Yeah.
Great. But we have to take a stand. So we have a reason why B doesn't belong, we have a reason why C doesn't belong. What could be a reason why D doesn't belong? Kathy, you had a point.
Oh, no, I just think it's C.
Oh, you agree,
I
C?
think C, I think D belongs. And I think C because it's just the 2 different groups. Like it's not.
Talk more about that. What do you mean by groups?
I
Yes.
mean, it's either a 10 thing or just a single block, but C has 4.
Excellent. Great. I love hearing all that language, I'm hearing tens and ones, so I might just need to make a note of that. I hear about tens, ones, great. Can anybody come up with a reason why D might not belong? Great, Regina.
It's more.
Yeah, tell me more, say again.
It's more because it's 4 rows.
Okay.
Where the other ones, A have 1 row, C have 2 rows.
Excellent, exactly. So there's not one right answer. We're noticing, so it sounds like you're saying this has 4 rows versus this has less than 4 rows. All of these 3 are less than. Excellent. Great, let's see if we can come up with A, a reason why A wouldn't belong. Charlotte, I love the way your eyes are up there. What are you thinking? Can we come up with a reason for A?
It's a single row compared to C has 2, B has 4, and B has a single block.
Excellent, great. All right, so now you all have analyzed this so well. I heard a lot about tens and ones and rows. So if you want to say, how many are in space A? Amanda,
How many what?
how many cubes are in A?
10.
How, you know that so fast. 10, excellent, great. And Allison, this one?
4.
And both of these have a 1 in them. What's different? Both of them have a 1. What's different about it? Great,
They
Rachel.
have-
Wait, Rachel, great.
0.
Tell more.
In, box A, there's only one number 1 in block B, and then one number 1 in block A, but after the 1, there's a 0, which makes it a 10.
Say that in your own words, Regina.
No, I was gonna say what she just said.
Good. So what do we mean that there's a 0 after and that makes it a 10? Great. Yes, Taylor.
It's a 2-digit number.
Absolutely. There's 2 digits. Love that. What else? So there's a 0 after. What is that 0 telling us? Great, Rachel.
But there's a 0 in the 10s place.
Not exactly. This 0? Good. So this 0, so this 1 is telling us that there is 1 10. There's 1 10. What is the 0 telling us? Lauren?
There's 0 ones.
0 ones. So this is like a little 1 left over. So how many are in box C? Cheryl,
20.
tell me about that using tens and ones language, Cheryl.
There are 2 rows of 10 and then a 1.
All right, so this is telling you how many tens, this one is telling you how many ones. Excellent. So Rachel, why is there a 0 in this?
Because
Because there's 0 what?
there's 0 left over.
There's 0
Ones.
ones. Exactly, there's 0 ones in that one. So what's similar about A and D, Allison?
There's no ones.
How many tens are in D?
4.
4. What's that number? So, excellent. Which one of these is the greatest and why, Amanda?
D, because it has the most blocks in it.
Interesting, great. It definitely has the most blocks in it, good. What's a quick way that we can know it has the most blocks?
Like counting the rest
Counting the rows of what?
of 10.
Excellent, of tens. Because how many tens are in D, Amanda?
4.
Excellent, 4 tens. How many, what's the difference between D and A, Catherine?
There's a 4 in the tens space. Versus there's D has
Yes.
the 4 in the tens space,
Yep.
and A has the 1 in the tens space.
Excellent, absolutely. I love the way you're noticing that pattern. What's the value difference? How many more blocks are in D than in A, and how do you know? Cheryl?
30, because D has 3 more rows of 10.
Excellent, great explanation. So you're thinking this is a 10, 10, 10, 10. So you don't have to count all of those. How can you quickly know that this has 30 more? Regina?
Actually, by looking at it,
Yes, what are you looking at?
Well, like you, okay, you're gonna have 10 up there, and if you count all right there, the 3 rows, that adds to 30.
Excellent, great. All right, so you all are masters at this. I'm gonna get rid of all of this. And now it's gonna be your chance. We don't wanna just look at pictures, you're gonna actually get to build some pictures. So next, now you're gonna build. So I'm going to give you, I was going to have you move, but Cheryl, what if you came here and Lauren, if you go there? Or I apologize, just work with, yeah, Allison, if you come here, just so nobody has to move. Yeah, and Lauren, perfect. All right, so I'm going to give you a bag. In your bag, you're going to notice, you're going to have these different objects. These are going to be math tools. I know sometimes at recess, if we have an indoor recess, you might build houses with these. Now we're using them as math tools. So I don't want to see any building. You're just going to use them exactly as you have. I know you guys. So you're going to have your 10s and your 1s. You're going to build different numbers. So you're going to get your card, and you're going to flip, somebody's going to flip over a card. So Allison, you flip over a card. And how many 10s do you have there?
1.
Okay, so this is her number. So she's going to then build that. So you're going to flip over your card, and you're going to build it with your 10s and 1s. So how would you build that? Excellent, she's getting right to work. I see.
So 1 is the 10 blocks and then the other one.
Love it. Excellent. So she did that. Now I notice you just sort of have your 1s there. Is there a different way you might want to organize that so that you know that there's 8?
Maybe line them up next to the 10.
Love that. That's sort of a tower so you can see the difference. That's great. Now the next person, Lauren, is going to flip over her card. All right, what did you get?
28.
28. Now you're going to build it, but you're going to decide, is it going to go before, is it smaller than what Allison did, or is it bigger? So first build it, and then decide where you're going to put it. Let's see what Lauren's going to take out.
Can I build my own or add?
Oh, excellent question. It's going to be your own, but you're going to put it either before or after what she built. So Amanda, how many 10s do you think she took out?
2.
Why?
The number is 20.
Yes, good.
2 rows of 10.
Excellent. So that 2, what place is the 2 in, Rachel? Tens place, excellent. Excellent, great. So is that going to be smaller? So let's just make sure that we know, if we're thinking about a number line, and we have our 0, and imagine it might go up to 50. So Allison had 18. Now Lauren has to think, is her 28 going to be on this side, closer to 0, or on this side, closer to 50? What do you think, Lauren?
On the side closer to 50.
Why?
Because the number in the 10th place is bigger.
Oh, that explanation. That is great. So then you would, when you're looking at it, you want to think about 0, like you're reading 0 is going to be that end, and then you'll just shift those and put it like that. Great. So as you're talking, you want to be listening for, so Allison, you're going to see, you want Lauren to say, I know, and sorry I have a typo there, I know it is greater or less because. So let's see how Lauren explains it.
I know 28 is greater than 18 because there's more 10s in the 10th place.
Excellent. And then Allison might say to her, how many 10s are there?
How many 10s?
2 10s.
How many 1s are there?
8.
Excellent. And so you could say the total without, and you could, basically you're trying to prove, so what's similar about those 2 numbers that you just made? What are you noticing that's similar about your 2 numbers, Allison?
There's both 8s and 1s.
Not what you said in the 1s place. Excellent. What's different, Lauren?
The number in the 10th place.
Great. And so you knew, even though these were similar, looking at the 10s place is what helped you know which was bigger. Great. So then you'll do another one, and then it'll be Allison's turn. So she'll build, and then Lauren's going to be like the teacher questioning, how did you know that? And you'll do that as you go through. And then at the end, so you're really looking for this feedback that you'll give to the partners about how they're doing it. And then at the end, you're going to build your own. All right. So what are you doing first, Taylor?
Well, taking a number and flipping it.
Excellent. So if it's your turn, you're gonna flip it, and then what are you going to do with that number?
You're gonna formulate how many tens and ones you need based off that number.
Great. And then, Amanda, what's gonna be your role if she's doing that?
Comparing after her.
Okay, good. And you're gonna be the teacher, so you wanna make sure how is she explaining her thinking. We wanna hear a lot of this tens and ones language. Okay, great. I'll give you this. Just gonna do it for about 5 minutes. Oh, I gave you new ones, good.
Do I ask you questions? How many times over? How did you know that?
I knew that because of the number of the tens place.
See if you can figure this out. Yeah. Is this number bigger or smaller? Because even though they have the same tens place, they have more in the ones place, so there's like.
Before or after? Before you move to the ones.
Because there's less.
Oh, excellent. You asked me this.
But like,
Yes.
so we do.
I did that because the ones are less. Actually. 37.
Because they're answering mine.
So,
Whoa. Is that gonna go before or after?
That's gonna go after.
oh, look at all these great pictures.
So bigger number and there's ten.
Oh, good, I was wondering what was happening.
Yeah.
Good. So talk a bit more about that, that's very interesting. What's similar about those two?
The number and the ones all similar.
More tens, but less tens and thirties.
Okay. Yep, good. What's similar about these two? So how many?
2 rows of tens.
Excellent, oh, I love it. So why is this one bigger than this one? They both have the same amount.
Because in this one, there's less single plus.
That is great. All right.